Baby, why are you acting out like that?
Imagine a childhood where every cute, disgusting, and embarrassing moment is filmed and shared online for the world to see. A childhood where anyone could witness your and your family's traumas with just a click. Nika Diwa's daughters are living this kind of life. Their mother is a famous family vlogger who doesn't seem to care about the blurred line between online content and family life. She's gained fame by creating family-focused content, often featuring her husband and daughters, and documenting nearly every aspect of their lives for money and recognition. Nika has millions of followers and subscribers on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. She is one of the famous family vloggers who has collaborated with some prominent brands such as Disney, but her content is bizarre and quite disturbing, from exploiting her daughter to staging absurd situations and displaying insensitivity toward black people. Her videos come across as exploitative. Nika Diwa began her career as a religious fashion influencer, combining faith and fashion in one place. Her content focused on themes like God, women empowerment, and fashion discussions. She aimed to make her clothing choices reflect divinity or religious values, making herself unique from other fashion influencers. Alongside this, she frequently discussed women's empowerment, aimed to help females realize their worth.
It's because this is my birthplace. I really feel inspired when I come back to my roots, and I love to share the things that I've learned with the beautiful Filipinos around me. I'm going to be talking about the 5 tips for empowered style. Empowered is feeling confident.
Nika also called a New York-based fashion blog called the Diwa Dollhouse. The blog brought her significant recognition, as it was featured in collaborations with popular events and brands such as E! News, New York Fashion Week, and Huffington Post. However, despite these achievements, Nika's fashion influencer career eventually came to an end, as it did not provide the fame she hoped for. After a few years, she married a Nigerian man, after getting out of an abusive relationship. Following her marriage, Nika's content began to evolve. She shifted away from fashion-based content and started making videos about her family life and relationships. Her initial family vlogs showcased her love life, often featuring heartfelt moments that highlighted the deep connection between her and her husband.
Everything that I've ever, praise the Lord, worship Christ with the best.
When Nika's eldest daughter, Zizi, was born, she became the centerpiece of Nika's content, which Nika used to gain fame and earn money. She documented every aspect of her daughter's life and became a famous mom vlogger.
I'll rise like the day I rise up.
This family-focused content brought Nika widespread fame across the online communities, with her videos often garnering thousands and sometimes even millions of views. Her TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube accounts collectively boast millions of subscribers. Initially, her family content was innocent, relatable, and funny. She used to make some cool family videos that either made her audience laugh or educated them.
There is just one thing I need. When you're sitting on the toilet, please could you increase your speed?
A lot of couples fall to the mistake that is weird that they do. A lot of couples, really, they're just stressed.
But over time, her content began to take a disturbing turn. While there are many cringe-worthy aspects to her videos, her cultural insensitivity stands out the most.
And to celebrate this illustrious woman.
Nika Diwa has married a Nigerian and became part of a diverse, multicultural family. However, it appears she has gotten into this unique family dynamic so that she can make it a central focus of her content. A lot of people don't know the name of her husband because she referred to him as Nigerian husband in almost every other video. It seemed like her husband had no identity and value in her life except for being a black Nigerian man. Critics suggest that it seems like Nika feels entitled to add various insensitive comments and statements related to the blackness of her husband and the kids in her content, dismissing the values and culture of black people.
This is a really good question. When the pandemic first started, my neighbor started this business called Borrow My Black Baby, and I thought, perfect, because I really felt like it was time to start my career on TikTok as a TikTok mom, but I didn't have a black baby, and I know that's really trending. So I asked my husband, will you make...
While this video may have been an attempt to mock those constantly asking her about her children, the harshness and insensitivity of her statements upset many black viewers. Moreover, she's made different funny videos that are mocking black people indirectly one way or another. Among these videos, we could see Nika consistently talking about black versus white people, though she aimed to raise awareness about racial differences and prejudices black people faced. Her content sometimes became disturbing for people to watch. People on Reddit believe she's quite obsessed with the racial identities of her husband and daughters. Why are they saying this? Well, these few videos will give you an idea.
What are you doing? Gotta keep the tan up. It's not a skin color, it's a lifestyle, Brian. See, you wouldn't know that because you're white as a ghost. You're haunting this house with your whiteness, Brian.
Chocolate like rings.
Cinderella?
She talked about whitening creams and sunscreens a lot in her videos, alongside discussing racial differences. I know raising awareness about this sensitive topic is important, but it looks like Nika has turned this sensitive topic into a brilliant content idea to get views.
Look at me. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Do not bring that European nonsense.
The video portrays how she's converted this sensitive topic into a funny one. Not only this, she's portrayed how racial prejudices are impacting her kids' lives in numerous videos. It's good to talk about it, but the upsetting thing about her videos is they're either staged, scripted, or overly emotional.
No money, no family. 16 in the middle of Miami. No money, no family. 16 in the middle of Miami.
It looks like Nika doesn't see her family as individuals, but as mere symbols of diversity. Their unique identities are the central theme of her content, giving the impression to viewers that she doesn't respect their individuality. Cultural insensitivity is not the only troubling aspect of Nika's content. The exploitation of her kids to get views is another prominent aspect of her content. She frequently records and shares every absurd, terrifying, and deeply personal moment involving her kids. For example, she's posted numerous videos where she or her husband is scolding the daughters for any mistake.
Do you know why I sent you to the room? Can you tell me why?
About Pepe Missouri.
Sharing such moments online could potentially be traumatic for her children as they grow older. Additionally, Nika has shared videos where she discusses adult topics with her daughters, raising further concerns about their well-being and privacy.
What's period?
Period is like when you have this thing called a uterus.
What's uterus?
Seriously, having a discussion about periods with a 4-year-old girl? Unfortunately, it's not the only one-time incident. There's a video where we can see her discussing the birth process with her young daughter.
And open it up.
Baby, Mama, pish.
1, 2, 3.
Pish. I want to see a baby.
Okay, we're gonna have to do a C-section.
The video doesn't make any sense. Stimulating this sensitive process with a little kid is useless and potentially harmful. It seems like Nika is quite obsessed with childbirth and postpartum content. We'll talk about it later on in this video. Among Nika's many inappropriate videos, one in particular sparked extreme backlash. In this video, she's seen changing her daughter's diaper with the camera angled toward her own face. While doing so, she pointed toward the private parts of her daughter and started telling her about privacy and boundaries. This content received a lot of views, comments, and shares. Almost 50,000 people saved that video while thousands of viewers left hateful comments. as backlash compelled her to take down the video. Despite this controversy, she keeps making absurd content featuring her daughters. One of the most frustrating aspects of her family content is it's highly scripted and staged. For instance, in one video she claimed she unexpectedly saved her daughter's life while making the video.
Wait, you have to wait. What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? Open, 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 open. Ah!
Now you can clearly see how she's fully calm and under control, while her daughter is choking. Her calm expressions, perfect shot of the camera, and seamless actions clearly tell us that this whole video was staged to get followers. Things don't stop here. In fact, there are different videos where you can see she's staging or fabricating content to highlight mental health issues. Two of her famous and maybe favorite mental health topics are postpartum depression and overstimulation.
It's official, I'm the worst mom ever. I snapped and yelled at my toddler for doing something that she cannot control. She is almost 4 and I've been getting really frustrated that she's still not potty trained and I'm like still cleaning up her blowouts.
In this video, we can see how she's exaggerating the situation while portraying herself as a depressed mother.
And so I have a confession to make because I haven't even talked to my close friends about this, and I'm going to be messaging them after this. But I realized that the last couple of days I've fallen back into depression again. And it's like, at first I thought I was just feeling sick and it was the flu.
You might have noticed the perfect shot, editing, and dramatic or extremely emotional sentences in this video. Apparently she's obsessed with disturbing and toxic content.
This year, blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow, you they go.
This year, good news, giant plenty balling. Go to follow.
Critics argue that Nika engages in melodrama to maintain her relevance and create unique content. Adding the term postpartum depression to her content is seen as a calculated move to capitalize on the struggles many women face with this issue.
Cause I was raised by a woman who was hard to impress, and I carry that shit real deep in my chest.
The problem here is she is repeatedly using this word without giving any education about it. This lack of depth gives her negative comments, but she ignores all of the criticism and continues to make videos about overstimulation. Before I show you those videos, let me give you a fair warning. This content is highly embarrassing. You can clearly see this content is fabricated and aims to exaggerate the situation to get sympathy. If you've noticed, she looked at the camera while she was doing different weird actions here.
What? Sorry. What? Sorry. What? What?
I feel overstimulated after watching this video. Her content is insensitive towards those who suffer from mental health topics. Everyone who's going through these problems will agree that talking about mental health isn't an easy task. You feel overwhelmed and never want to have this conversation. Influencers who really go through these sorts of problems make educated videos. But the way Nika is making content proves that she's insincere about her mental health struggles. She even goes as far as making ads surrounding her mental health problems.
Baby, I'm so sorry. Are you able to follow me into this? Step 1, we're going to do something fun to kind of alleviate some of the stress.
Isn't it funny that you're asking everyone to download an app to solve your mental health problems? It's a clear indication she's using this sensitive issue for her benefit. Another topic Nika leans on is her pregnancy and childbirth. One hallmark of her content is she loves reposting and recreating her videos to go viral. So when her one video about pregnancy went viral, she started making numerous videos related to this topic. However, in her attempt to keep the content fresh, her pregnancy-related videos gradually became cringy.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my god, my nipples peeled off.
We honestly don't want to hear these disturbing stories. Unfortunately, it's not the only cringy story she shares about her pregnancy. There are many. In one funny video, she joked about drinking alcohol while being pregnant. The video sparked a significant backlash from her audience, eventually forcing her to delete it. Moreover, there's a lot of questionable content revolving around her pregnant body, labor, and postpartum body.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let go.
We have no boundaries.
His hair has no boundaries.
In another cringy video, she was dancing in her postpartum diaper. However, if you think it's absurd, you haven't watched her video when she asked her husband to wear a pregnancy belly. That video received extreme backlash, so she took it down.
I did not think this through at all. He's turning into me.
Mom brain. Mom brain.
Whatever you need, honey. Would you like some water?
No. Oh.
Nika Diwa is a family vlogger, so it's natural to assume that she and her husband experience various relationship dynamics, including struggles, disagreements, and loving moments. There's nothing inherently wrong with this, but the issue arises when you start portraying each aspect of a relationship in your content. Nika has shared deeply intimate moments with her husband online, effectively undermining the whole privacy concept of husband and wife relationships. This oversharing has led to criticism with many viewers, questioning the boundaries of Nika and her family.
I had had 6 years of trauma and abuse from different men happen to me in my life, and so by the time I had my first healthy relationship, I didn't know what I was doing, and we got married, and I freaked out because I felt like, oh crap, I'm stuck. I said to him, well, you need me. He said to me, actually no, I don't need you.
Another private story no one's interested in listening to. Well, we all know every couple fights, but no healthy couple accuses each other of divorce on trivial issues. However, Nika has shared different videos where she talks about divorce continuously, without any prominent or justified reason.
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones. I remember when I lost my mind. There was someone so pleasant about that place.
She shared some exaggerated stories of her life, where she claims she's going to leave her husband because she's either depressed or struggling with other mental health issues.
I almost tried to leave my husband at 3 o'clock in the morning last night. For better or for worse, I discovered a new rage unlocked during pregnancy. I got up to pee for the 3rd time last night, and if you have been pregnant, you know that it takes like between 10 minutes to like 12 years to roll up out of bed and carry the beluga whale that you are into the restroom.
We've already discussed her mental health content, so such videos seem childish. Casually talking about leaving her husband and divorcing him seems like another tactic to get views and followers.
You and me belong together like cold iced tea and warm weather, where we lay out late underneath the pines and we still have fun when the sun won't shine. You and me.
These kinds of videos have raised serious questions about the authenticity of her content. It proves Nika's disregard for privacy, boundaries, and the consent of her family. Moreover, her content revolves around her kids, appealing to young viewers. So this sort of questionable content is harmful to young audiences. It also raises concerns about her parenting style, with critics believing her kids are not getting a healthy environment. What are your thoughts about it? Do share with me down in the comment section below. And if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another one soon.